You know that little plastic card in your wallet? It's pretty amazing, right? It can be this powerful tool for building wealth, racking up rewards, and getting a great credit history. But there's another side to it, a side that's been very, very carefully designed.
And yeah, this is the part the banks and credit card companies are betting you'll never figure out. See, this isn't just about managing your money. It's about understanding a system that actually profits when you slip up. So in this explainer, we're going to pull back that curtain and expose the habits that can cost you a fortune. Think of it this way. A credit card itself is neutral. It's just a piece of plastic. In the right hands, it's a fantastic tool. You use it for fraud protection, you build an amazing credit score, you're on a path to wealth. But in another person's hands, it becomes this super high-interest loan for just everyday life, a debt trap that slowly drains your future. So what's the difference? It all boils down to your habits. All right, so let's get right into it. We're going to break down the 5 most destructive habits that stand between you and financial freedom. These are the sneaky little traps that quietly eat away at your money, your security, and honestly, your peace of mind. Let's start with number 1.
Oh, this one is the big one. The absolute most common trap. Carrying a balance just doesn't feel that bad, does it? The minimum payment on your statement looks so small, so manageable. It's easy to think, I'll just pay the rest off next month. But that interest? It doesn't wait. It starts compounding day after day, like weeds just silently taking over your financial garden.
So what does that actually look like in cold, hard cash? Well, imagine you've got a $5,000 balance on your card. If you only ever pay that tiny minimum payment each month, you will end up paying an extra $3,000 in interest alone. That's $3,000 that could have been in your retirement account, on a vacation, or, anywhere else but the bank's pocket. So how do you fight back against this beast? The source material gives us 2 brilliant strategies. First is the debt snowball. This one's all about psychology. You pay off your smallest debts first, which gives you these quick wins and builds momentum. Then there's the debt avalanche. This is pure math. You hit the debt with the highest interest rate first, which saves you the most money over time. Honestly, the best one is the one you'll actually stick with. Just pick one and go all in.
All right, habit number 2. This one feels like such a small slip-up, but it has this huge ripple effect. Paying your bill late. Even just once. It's not just about that annoying little fee. It's a chain reaction that can seriously damage your finances for years.
The fallout is immediate, and it's a triple whammy. First, bam, you get hit with a late fee, usually around $40. Then, your interest rate can suddenly jump to what's called a penalty APR. We're talking close to 30%. But the real killer? The hit to your credit score. A single late payment can knock off over 100 points, making it way harder and more expensive to borrow money for a car or a house down the road.
So the solution is to make it impossible to fail. You need a foolproof system. It's a simple 3-layer defense. First, the most important one, set up automatic payments for the full statement balance. Second, just in case, add some backups. Put reminders in your phone, on your calendar. And third, a pro tip, pay it a few days before the due date. That way, any weird processing delays won't bite you. Simple, right? But it makes being late pretty much impossible.
This next habit, this one is all about emotion. We swipe that card for things we want, not just things we need, because it's so fast and it feels painless right in that moment. That little rush of, I got it, is powerful. But it's also gone in a flash. The bill, though, that sticks around. Let me show you what I mean. Check out this designer bag. The sticker price is $1,500. But if you put that on a credit card and take, say, 3 years to pay it off with interest, the true cost is over $2,100. That extra $650? That's the hidden fee for instant gratification. You are literally stealing from your future self to pay for something right now. The key here is to create a little space between that impulse and the actual purchase. And that's where this genius strategy comes in. The 24-hour rule. It's simple. For any non-essential purchase over $50, you just force yourself to wait a full day. That's it. It gives that emotional shopping high a chance to wear off and lets your logical brain get back in the driver's seat.
You'd be amazed how often that "I have to have it" item turns into a "I can live without it" item 24 hours later.
Okay, I get it. This one is so easy to fall into. Who really wants to sit down and look at a list of all the money they just spent? But ignoring your statements is like driving down the highway with your eyes closed. You are bound to miss something dangerous, like fraud, billing errors, or just the simple, hard truth about where your money is really going.
And these are the dangers lurking in the shadows. You could miss fraudulent charges. There's a story about a woman named Priya who found $300 in random charges she'd been paying for months. You won't see how much that interest is really costing you. And maybe most importantly, you won't recognize your spending triggers. You know, those specific restaurants or online stores that are your financial kryptonite.
And now for our fifth and final habit. And honestly, this might be the sneakiest one of all: chasing rewards. Let's be real. The banks are masters of marketing. They dangle these free flights and cashback offers in front of us, but those perks are designed with one goal and one goal only: to get you to spend more money than you would have otherwise.
And here's exactly how that trap works. Let's take Emma's story from the source material. She went out and spent an extra $7,000 that she couldn't really afford, all to earn a $500 travel voucher. The problem? She couldn't pay off the balance, and the interest charges ballooned to $1,400. So that free reward actually cost her a net loss of $900. Ouch.
This means you have to totally flip the script in your head. The trick is to start treating rewards as a nice little surprise, a bonus, not the goal itself. Use your card for the things you were going to buy anyway. Pay it off in full every single month, and then hey, enjoy the perk. Because like it says right here, the real grand prize isn't a free flight. It's living a life completely free of debt. All right, deep breath. We've just walked through the 5 habits that can really destroy your wealth. So now we're going to pivot. Because it's not enough to just stop doing the bad stuff. The real magic, the real transformation, happens when you start replacing those bad habits with powerful, wealth-building ones. So this is your new playbook. And you can see how it's a total shift, right? We're moving from playing defense to playing offense. Instead of just dodging late fees, you automate your savings so your wealth grows on its own. You stop just worrying about spending and start tracking your net worth. That's the real score. Credit becomes a shield for things like fraud protection, not a sword you use on your own budget. And this last one is the game changer. You take every single dollar you save on interest and you invest it. That is how you turn the tables on the whole system. Okay, look, knowing all of this is great, but knowledge without action is, well, it's useless. So let's turn all these ideas into reality with a really simple but powerful challenge: your 30-day financial reset.
And check out how doable this is. We're not talking about some massive, overwhelming overhaul. Week 1, just pick one bill and pay it in full. That's it. Week 2, sit down, review your statements, and find just one subscription you can cancel. Week 3, challenge yourself. Go a whole week without using a credit card, only cash or debit. And in week 4, make one extra payment towards your debt, even if it's just $20. These are small wins that build incredible momentum. At the end of the day, every time you swipe that card, every statement you decide to read, every single on-time payment you make, it's a vote. It's a vote for the kind of future you want to have. You're writing your financial story, choice by choice. So the only real question left is the one right here on the screen. Your future self is watching you right now. What action are you going to take today?